Over the government's plans to increase road tax for more than 9 million drivers has hit the Glasgow East End by-election. Nearly half of all drivers face a rise in vehicle excise duty, while fewer than 1 in 5 will benefit. Well, let's join our reporter Tim Reid, who's on the campaign trail now. Tim, what's reaction been like?
Well, there's certainly been a lot of anger and concern expressed on the streets of the East End here today, not least by motoring organisations too, who say that they're shocked by the number of people who are going to be affected. Now, lots of the people in this constituency drive older cars, the more polluting variety, and they are going to be hit possibly by, as you said, up to £245 extra a year. Now, this is the reaction we got from the campaign trail today.
You know, we're in very different economic circumstances just now. People are feeling the pressure of fuel prices that are going up and up and up. And, you know, this is just further evidence that Labour appears not to be listening. They appear not to have any understanding whatsoever of the real financial pressure people are under.
We do have to do something about the kind of cars that we drive on the road and the number of cars that we drive. We want to encourage people. We want to do that as best we can, as persuasively as we can. But retrospectively introducing a tax, which is going to hurt people who've already bought big cars, is not the way to go about it, and I think it's deeply, deeply unfair.
People will have older cars here. You can see this just by walking around the place, campaigning as we're doing. And people are angry about this, and they're right to be angry, because it's actually a policy which is completely counterproductive. It's neither fair to people, nor is it promoting action to cut carbon emissions.
What I would want to do if I went to Westminster is speak to the Chancellor. I think I would invite the Chancellor to come and meet some of the people I've met. With due respect, maybe not with the cameras present, but to hear face to face some of the issues people are facing. Taxi drivers and a lot. There's big issues. Families are under pressure. I understand that.
Well, Tim, from the people you've been speaking to, do you think it will affect the vote?
Well, I certainly think that political opponents will use this policy as a stick to beat Labour with during the next 2 weeks of the campaign. I think it will be a big and recurrent issue, and I think Margaret Curran understands that, which is why she's saying she wants the Chancellor to come here and see the effect of it. Of course, this is very early in the campaign. There are lots of other issues to discuss, but it could have an effect on the vote at the end of the day.
Tim, thank you. And a list of all the candidates is on our website. Go to bbc.co.uk/Scotland News. Gail Sheridan.